Hi everyone, here with you today, and okay, I can't do this. Wait. So for today's video, I'm bringing you today's post. So I found this. I found this image today on Pexels. It's by Frank Cohn. His name is Frank Cohn. Thank you for the photo. So, and I thought, okay, what can I do with it that makes it like a little bit more, ooh, that's a story. So I added a spider in front and a spider in the back and a dead skeleton. I don't know, you tell me the story. But as you can see here, like I had a color scheme because I have a color scheme and I wanted to follow it. So what did I do? This is my tips to color grade in your own way, basically. So I created 3 layers of color grading. This is my first touch of color. So this is the blue because I have blue on my thing. And then I created this one. And this is the red. This is the red, as you can see there. And then I created this one and this one. Come on, okay. So this is the yellow and this is another red layer, but with a color dodge thing. So this is how I first, like the first touches of color grading. I just create, use saturation layers, colorize them, and then choose the color from my color scheme. I started doing that with the Uvember because I had to just use a specific hue. So as you can see here, I just blended the image using the layer mask. I was trying to go into the layer mask, but I don't know how to do that. My brain is dying. Okay, this is the layer mask. As you can see here, I just painted a lot of it. Is it perfect? No. I'm today my young canvas 22 plus just arrived, so I'm still getting used to the sensitivity and all that. So that's why you see a lot of lines. But yeah, that's the first stake. So I just create. In this case, I'm working with 3 colors, blue, red, and this yellow weird tint. So I create 3 layers of hue and saturation, colorize them, and paint with them. Just like I could probably do that with a soft brush, but I find this way easier and way faster. So we do that, and then after a little bit, we go into camera raw. So I'm gonna just put everything back. This is another layer to emphasize the yellow. As you can see, colorize again. That's like my tip, basically. Use hue and saturation to color your work. Usually I write down the hues. Like if I want the yellow hue, 59. The red hue, it's 0. And the blue hue, it's 213, I think. Something like that. Let me see. Let me check that out. 203, not 213, 203. So you write down those codes and then you go into camera. There's a bunch of other things you can do, but you go into color grading and you enter each code into where you want the color to mainly be. So here I want the blue to be on the shadows. So I'm gonna add blue into the shadow. It doesn't like me, thank you. Blue into the shadows, so 203. 0 is the red, so I want red in my midtones. And then I gonna enter 56, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, that's not it. Wait, what? 56, the yellow, and bam. So from here, you just increase the saturation or decrease it as much as you want or need, and you can even play with the light of each of the sections. So if I want like a very bright midtone with, I don't know, like you can play a lot with them, with everything, and then at the end you can even like blend it with the original or not and balance it out with whatever you started with. So that's a cool way for you to color grade your images using a color scheme. I know we talked about color schemes on the last video. I think it was the last video. So yeah, no, the first day, yeah, day 1, we talked about color palettes and secrets for color palettes. But and you can also use this. So my overall vibe, I wanted it to be blue. So I just put blue on the global edit, and then maybe let's like turn it down a bit and play with the light a little bit, and yeah, then you have your colors where they should be. And since you worked with the hue and saturation layers here at the beginning for you to paint what's in where, it's gonna be very easy for you to just keep going on that principle. And if you do this a bunch of times, because my first time wasn't good at all, like it really looked bad, but after a few attempts, I know, like you can clearly see that I was inspired by the red, the blue, and the yellow, and all the colors pop up. They are all here. The image doesn't look weird to me. At least I don't feel like it looks weird. And I incorporated every color that I wanted to. So this is my tip for you. Create your color scheme and put each color to whatever, like if you want the blues to be midtones, do the midtones with blue. If you want the red to be your highlights and the yellow to be like a brown deep shade for the shadows, like do that. But that's how I do usually my color grading, and it tends to work out. So if you use a color palette from like something like this, it tends to just work out every single time. So give that a try, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and leave a comment with whatever you want to see tomorrow or whatever day, so I know what to do. Okay, see you in the next one. Goodbye.